I have a place to live, and I want to keep a place to live, and I want to be able to do more things with my life. You know, I want to have more opportunities by working. But right now, I only got 2 days left, so I don't see any other option but to beg. I don't see any other option because you guys have seen me standing holding that sign, you know, and, you know, when I'm holding a few people got my number, but I haven't got any work from that yet. And I don't have my birth certificate. You need 2 forms of ID when they hire you at a job on the books. And I have an ID, but not a birth certificate or social security card. I would have to order it from New York, and that costs money. Money that I don't have. Money that even if somebody gave me $20, I need to put that towards rent. So I've been trying my best to find, you know, people that pay by the day, that don't need 2 forms of ID, you know, but it hasn't worked out. I'm trying my best. I did work a day last week with my roommate, but the guy who gave us a day's of work didn't have any more work for us yet. But I got like 3 or 4 other people I met on the street with the sign need work that got my number. And I'm telling you guys, for real, I'm trying my best. I do not always have money, team. I'm mostly always broke. That's why I have to come on here and beg. Hello, Susan. How you doing? God bless you. You do need a birth certificate to go to Social Security card. As an employee, as an employer, I've never had someone make 2 forms of that ID. I worked all over the fucking country, east to west coast. Every single job that's on the books that I've gotten hired at needed 2 forms of ID. Even last year, I had an ID, or I think it was 2 years ago now. I was in San Mateo, California, if any of y'all remember that, near San Francisco, and I was trying to get a job at a restaurant, and they told me I said I had an, and they're like, oh no, I'm sorry, you need a social security card or a birth certificate too. It's real. Anyone that works knows this. No, I am not, James. Oh, thank you, James. Sorry, I accidentally hit your comment. I clicked on the wrong person. I've been through this process many times. If you're here to tell me that I'm wrong and I can get the social security card, you're getting blocked. All right? I've been through this process many times, and even if I was wrong, even if I could get a social security card without my birth certificate, which I've gotten my social security card 3 or 4 times already in my life, I've always needed a birth certificate, right? Even if I was wrong, if I order a social security card, that's not going to get me rent in 2 days. I'm not going to get a job, get hired, and get paid in 2 days. No matter what way you. Okay, okay, Aaron. see if you're being real. Okay, I apologize to my viewers for using so much profanity. This guy Aaron said he'll send me $20 if I say that. So let's see if he really does. Look, some people do hire people off the books and pay them cash by the day or week away. Trying to find the past 3 or 4 days that I was outside with that sign that said need work. I worked for a guy like that last week with my roommate. But that guy didn't have any more work, but he said he would tell us if he did. And I got 3 or 4 numbers the past few days of people who said that they might need work sometime and they'll give me a call. Yes, I'm still trying to get a job, Caleb. But at the same time, I need rent in 2 days. That's it. There's nothing I can do about that. There's no shelter in the city I live. I have a place to live for $20 a night. Now, if you have a place to live, I want to work to pay the rent. I want to work to pay the rent. It's just right now, I don't have any work. I've been desperately trying to get work. I swear to God. You guys have seen me on here. I've got numbers. I've talked to people. I've been desperately trying to get work. I haven't gotten work. And now I only have 2 more days. So honestly, to me, I really believe the only option for me is to beg. Because, after the thirst, it's not going to matter as much. Because if I get enough for a week, then the thing is, the reason that he really wants me to get as much as I can by the first in 2 days is because that's when he has to pay his rent. Because that's when he has to pay his rent. So, if I can get as much as I can to help him with that, then after that day, it's not gonna be as pressing, as serious, as necessary to get that much week or whatever. I can then pay him by the day. As long as I can get $20 a day. And if I get some work, I'll definitely be able to do that. I did call. I called all of them, James. All of them. I have called all of them. And on the 21st of this next month coming up of April, I'm gonna get paid from YouTube, and that'll be enough to give me probably 2 weeks or more of rent. So the thing is, it's just really important at this time right now. It's just really important at this time right now, because that's when he had to pay the rent, and that's basically the reason he's been letting me stay there, because he needs help with the rent. So this is a really crucial time right now, and I saw somebody before I went live today. Yeah, not until the 21st of next month. Not until 21st of next month. And he needs money on the 1st. So, yes, I do, River. I always tell my viewers, more than I have to. I don't have to share my finances, but I do, because I'm begging And I want to be honest and open with people and tell them what I'm going through. You know, so maybe they can understand. But someone commented on one of my videos earlier last night, and they said, "Oh, that sounds like your roommate's problem, not yours." Here's the thing: it is my problem because I live there too right now. If I don't at least get $140, you know, I'm not sure he's gonna continue to let me stay there. They wanted me to stay there to help him with the rent, and he says he needs as much as I can get. You know, what he said to me was he was hoping that I could get a few $100. At this point, I don't even see that as a possibility unless a miracle happens. Somebody in here has a few $100 to spare. You know, that's pretty unlikely, but you know, if somebody does, feel free, you know, but you know, I'm just settling for $140 for 1 week. It's $20 a day. God bless you, Kinea. But you know what? Not everybody's in the same boat. Some people do have extra money to spare. Some people do have extra money to spare. I realize most of us are in that same boat where we have to get money now to pay these bills and we don't have it. But some people do have money they can spare, and if there's any of those people in here, please consider helping me out. I've been trying my best to find work every day, and I know I'm gonna get work eventually. One of the things right now is that, you know, one of the guys even told me it's like it's the season. You know, right now it's still, even though it's spring officially, it's still been winter weather. It'll get sunny for a few days and the temperature will go up to the 60s, and then all of a sudden, just like the past few days, it'll drop back down to the 30s during the day, and you see the snow on the ground behind me right here. That's snow that hasn't melted yet, because it's still pretty cold outside right now. So it's just been doing that for the past few weeks. You know, it'll get really sunny and warm weather, and then all of a sudden some cold wind will come through, like a cold front or whatever they call it. And for days it'll be snowing or freezing or both. I haven't put in any applications. I filled some out. I filled some out. You know, well, I did apply this online, but I didn't go in there in person, you know, and check up on it. Because then I remembered that I don't have my birth certificate. What's the temp there? Right now, it's in the 30s. It could have went up to the 40s, but I'm pretty sure it's still in the 30s right now. There's still snow on the ground. It was in the 30s earlier whenever I checked. Sometimes it'll tell me on my phone, but it's not telling me right now. You said, how much did your car? That car is gone. That car is gone. It was $100 a day. It's not even worth how many days have passed. Plus $350 initial fee. Plus I would have to get pay for registration and insurance and the license. You know. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. You know what, Skylar? You know what? I'm not gonna say you're entirely wrong. Honestly. You know what? I admit. You know, I wish I haven't just been a beggar for so long. You know. That's what this old wise man I know, who's Tibetan, Asian guy, you know, he's Buddhist. He was telling me about the boy who cried wolf. You know, I was always begging, but You know, I could have worked, but I didn't want to. I would have rather begged. You know, now I'm looking for work. I'm trying my best to find work. I can't find any, and I'm desperate because I have a place to stay for $20 a night, but I at least need $140 to give him by the first. He wanted me to get a couple $100, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to get that. He wanted me to get as much as possible. But, you know, I really don't want to be back outside. You know, the thing is that it's very hard to find a place to live when you're homeless. And you said show your. I did do a video cooking dinner at the place I'm staying at. No, I am not, Gary. This is my real life. You see there's snow on the ground. Bunch of snow on the ground. There hasn't been a lot of work here. Some of the guys that hire laborers, they told me like they're waiting for the season to come in. You know, it's the season right now. It's still winter weather. You know, almost every week here. It might get warm for a few days, but then it goes back. So now I'm desperate because you know I really need it, or I'm gonna be homeless again. And people are just tired of me begging, you know. But the thing is that when I was homeless, before I had a place to stay, I didn't really have the motivation, you know, and you can say that's a lack of character on my part, and I'm not going to disagree with you. Rosa, I'm saying I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I'm a failure, a loser, a bum, you know. And I've been a bum when I have an able body to work. And now I'm desperately looking for work, and nobody seems to want to help me. You said if you are still in the same place, what happened to the electricity? Nothing happened to the electricity. What are you talking about? That was one day when it was raining very hard. Yeah, I do have a hole in it. Hold on. You see that? It's ripped right here. And it's also ripped right here. But she's still holding up. Okay. Yeah, look, I see that now. Okay, I admit I've been a loser the past year or two. You know, just begging instead of being a hard-working man and, you know, contributing to society in some way. Hey, you know, I've been a loser, a failure, and a bum. But, you know, I'm not trying to excuse it. It is a lack of character on my part for, you know, not working. Because the thing is, the way I saw it, I don't need a jacket right now, NorCal. The way I saw it is that if I'm homeless, I don't want to work because I don't want to have to work hard all day and get dirty, right? And then not be able to shower, not be able to sleep in a bed, and still be sleeping outside. Even perhaps trying to avoid the rain. I mean, a lot of hippies around here do wash themselves off in the river or something, but it's very cold water right now, very cold. And they say that can be good for you, but it can also put you in a state of hyperthermic shock, believe it or not. there's a job list, but like I said, I do not have a birth certificate or a social security card right now. Yeah, I was sleeping on the floor in a part of my friend's room, but now he has a mattress that he let me use that's on the floor. So I got a mattress on the floor in his room now. I was sleeping on the floor for the first week or so. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. I wanna say that I'm sorry for being a failure. I'm sorry for being a no good bum member of society. I'm sorry for being a loser and a failure. You know, I'm sorry for continuing to beg every day when I could have got a job a long time ago and try to at least contribute in some way. You know, but I'm not trying to excuse it. It's just if you want to understand why I continue to beg every day, is because when I was homeless, you know, I didn't want to have to work all day and get dirty and then not be able to shower and then sleep outside and not have a bed. It didn't feel like it was worth it to me. So I was content to just get, even if I just got enough to survive, to get some food and a little bit of healthy herbs, you know, I was fine. But right now, I got a place to live, and I really don't want to lose. I don't want to lose that place to live. You know, it's $20 a night, but I at least need to get $140, at least enough for a week by the 1st in 2 days. I haven't received any donations so far, but if anybody up here wants to share or spare anything, I would really appreciate it so much right now. This right now is different than a lot of other times because I'm not just begging with no plan to work and just, you know, just for whatever I want or to eat or whatever. It's to really keep me in the house and keep me out of the snow. There's still snow on the ground. It's been freezing temperatures lately in the 30 degrees. Jason, no. I'm not saying I don't believe there's any resources in my community. I am telling you honestly and truthfully, and it is video documented. Go watch my live stream from a few days ago where I walked to the resource center. I got a bag of food. It wasn't a lot, but it was something. You know, and I got a job list from them. The problem is, all of the jobs on the job list require 2 forms of ID. All right? I don't have a birth certificate. A birth certificate I have to buy in an order from a New York hospital where I was born. I have to pay money to buy it from the hospital that I was born in and have it sent to me. Right now, I can't even afford that. Now, after the first, you know, then it won't be as pressing. It's just he really needs me to get as much as I can by the 1st because that's when his rent is due. After the 1st, you know, I'll be able to, you know, try to get money somehow for $20 or $30, however much it is, for the birth certificate and order it. And then I'll be able to apply to more of those jobs. And then I'll go in to the jobs and I'll try to talk to the manager, ask them to hire me, ask them for an interview. But at this point, this is a really pressing thing right now. It's really important right now because You know, if I don't get at least enough for a week, at least $140. He wanted me to get a couple $100, he said. But I don't think that's even possible. I don't know if anybody's willing to support me that much, or if enough people were willing to support. And lately, it's been hard to get anything on here. Lately, it's been hard to get anything on here. No, you don't get them at the courthouse, Freedom. I've done this process before already. I had to order it from the hospital I was born in New York. No, I am not, Austin. They will not start me without 2 forms of ID. And there's no Little Caesars where I live. I swear to God, there's no Little Caesars here. New York isn't really my home. I spent more of my life in a lot of other places. I lived there till I was 5 or 6, you know, as a young boy. And then I lived with my father a few times, but only for a few months, you know. Should I need to move? No, I don't need to move. I just need to pay the rent. I just need to do whatever I can to pay the rent. No, you cannot go to the courthouse and get a birth certificate and social security card. Unless you're in the town you were born in, maybe. I've done this before. I've literally done this before. I've literally done this before multiple times. You're not going to come in here and gaslight me and try to lie and say that you can get it somewhere else. I think it's still in the 30 degrees, but it could be in the 40 degrees now. It was 30 degrees earlier, but it feels a little warmer. Thank you, you're a calming dad. I'm sorry for yelling at you. You know, I'm sorry for everybody I've yelled at. You know, it's uncalled for. And I appreciate you still being my friend, man. Thank you. Oh, damn. You know, I threw a sign. I could go on Craigslist, but honestly, I need as much as I can get for rent in 2 days. In the next 2 days. God bless you, you're a calming dad. In 2 days. So right now, I don't see any other options. I need this. There's no way. I've been looking hard for work. It's this bad weather lately. You know, I've been looking hard for work. For a few days in a row, I stood in the center of town with a sign that says "Need work." Hello, Queen. God bless you. Get money if you join. which means I won't get it immediately. I'll get it next month. You know, when they send me a deposit or whatever. But you subscribe first, and then it says join, where it used to say subscribe, and then if you push that, you can pay a subscription to me. But you know, I would appreciate if you want to do that right now. I'm really begging for anybody to donate anything to Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. I have them all in this poll in my chat, also in the description of this video, and in the about section of my channel. Now, like I said, I admit I've been a loser. You know, I've been a no good bum. You know, and I realized for a long time I've been begging. You know, that I have an able body to work. You know, after understanding Marxism and how the worker is exploited for his labor, you know, I just felt indignant. I just felt indignant working for a capitalist when I didn't even have a place to live. I didn't even have a place to shower or lay my head at night. But now I do have a place to live, and my mindset's changed. And I really want to keep this place to live. 123 viewers. If everybody said $1.25, I would have enough for rent in the next 2 days. He originally told me he wanted me to get a couple $100 for rent to help. He was hoping I could get that by the first, because he's really struggling to come up with all the rent on the first. But right now, I don't even see that as a possibility. And I feel like if I at least get enough for a week, at least enough for $140, because it's $20 a day, then you know, he won't, you know, kick me out or anything. That he'll at least see that I'm providing some value, you know. And then after that, it's not going to be as pressing. You know, after the first, you know, if I get that, then I can pay by the day for a little while. And then on the 21st of next month, I made a lot more money on YouTube this month than I did last month. And that's thanks to a few people who have sent some super chat and super thanks donations for YouTube. Thank you guys for that. You're right, TJ. You're right. It's not anybody's responsibility to pay my rent. You're right. I agree with you. And that's why I want to say I'm sorry for my viewers for being a bum for so long and not getting work when I have an able body. You know, I can see how some people would feel disrespected because they're older than me and they work every day just to survive. You know, and I realize it's nobody's responsibility to pay my rent. You know, but all I can do is humbly say that, yeah, you people are right. Me being a bum for the past year or two, you know, it was a mistake. You know, because now I really need help more than I did before. It's more pressing. If I actually have something to lose. You know, now I actually have something to lose. I want to lose this place to stay. I don't want to end up back outside on the streets. Please help me if you can. And the thing is, eventually I'm trying to get a credit card. Eventually I'm trying to build my credit. You know, I realize now, if I don't start building my credit soon, I'll never have a house of my own. So I got to start building my credit. Maybe get a Capital One, Bank of America, you know, and I'm going to start working on my credit score. That's my goal. That's my goal whenever I get a job. All right, I got a plan. I'm going to work on my credit score. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, I did not. Justice for Jay. Anybody watching me right now, I want to make sure you people know I have never in my life said all my viewers are going to hell. I have, on several occasions, which I am not proud of, that I want to leave in my past, told people who were bullying me, harassing me, and lying about me, I told those people individually that if they don't repent and change their ways, that they will burn in hell. Now that's from my indoctrination from when I was growing up. That's what adults told me for so many years as a child. Okay, so it's hard for me to get over, and it's a projection of that childhood trauma of being fearmonger, you know, and believing if I don't be perfect, I'm gonna burn in hell. Okay, so I'm sorry for projecting that out onto people who are bullying me, but that's the thing about trauma. Trauma, when you have a traumatic response reaction, that comes up when people trigger you. Okay, so and people know this. People know this. A lot of people like to trigger other people for sport, for fun, and I felt justified yelling and screaming at them because I'm like, okay, this is what they want me to do. But that's not the right way to be. I shouldn't scoop down to their level. No, Donnie, this is my real life and real experience that I'm telling you right now. Hey, I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Somebody just sent me $5 on Cash App with the letter of their first name, D. The first letter of their name, D. Thank you so much for the $5 on Cash App. My goal is to raise $135 in the next 2 days before the 1st. If I'm able to do that, I feel like he will take that, you know, and it'll be enough for him to let me stay there. He wanted me to get a couple $100 for rent by the 1st, because that's when he has to pay rent. So I'm really stressed out right now. I really don't want to lose this place to live, and I really want to work again. You know, it has taken a huge toll on me, being a beggar and being scorned by almost everybody who sees me on here, you know, and being mocked and all this, you know, and you know, I don't want to be a beggar anymore. And I know I've said that a lot of times, and at times I did work, but a lot of times I didn't have a home, you know, and I didn't have anything to lose, you know, and I saw it too hard to gain anything. But right now I have something to lose. I have a bed to sleep on that I can lose if I don't get enough rent. You know, I have ability to take a shower every day, to be inside when it's raining, to be out of the cold weather. Yeah, that one guy never sent 20, Joshua, but you know, I am sorry for cursing and yelling. All right, you know, I'm having some perspective change lately, because you know, for me, it's, you know, when I was homeless, sleeping outside every day, it was so hard for me to have any sense of self-worth, to have any self-pride, and to have any motivation to do anything for myself. Okay, I'm just being honest with you guys and telling you guys, and that could be, I agree, that could be a lack of character on my part. You know, you can criticize me and say, okay, I've been a lazy bum, whatever. You know, but I'm just, if you want to know what I've been going through emotionally and processing this experience I've been through, being a beggar and somebody people hate online all this time. God bless you, Joshua. Thank you. I really want to be a better person, you know, and before I didn't have something to lose, but, you know, having a place to stay, you know, has really made me process a lot more, and my perspective has changed. Somebody sent me $5 so far, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate you. Well, the thing is, when I had a place in NC and I was begging, you know, I had so many followers on TikTok, you know, and at that point, I did make other content, you know, but the thing was, you know, I was encouraged by everybody around me, you know, my roommate, all my friends, you know, and you know, right now, you know, it's really hard to get donations, and the people around me want to see me do better. You know, they don't just want me to be a beggar. Like even though one of my roommates was laughing about it, you know, almost every day he's telling me that what kind of content I should make, ideas for me to, you know, change my content, you know, And the people that I'm around right now that see more in me than just a beggar. You know, but back then, you know, people that I was around in North Carolina, you know, poor people who just mooch off of other people, you know, and are indoctrinated into capitalism, gangsterism. You know, the people I'm around, they're poor also, but they're rich in spirit, you know. In North Carolina, people think that stealing from your friends makes you cool and makes you a savage. You know, it makes you a gangster if you steal from your friends. You know, and it's just a totally different culture and environment. You know, I'm sorry I said poor. You know, I've been poor all my life. You know, it's you know, I gotta self-criticize for that. It's not their poverty, but it's the way they're so indoctrinated, you know, with their poverty. I'm around poor people here, but they want to do more and help each other. You know, it's just a different culture, you know. So people around me right now see more in me than just a beggar, and you know, I want, I mean, at the end of the day, we can all be honest here. We can all be honest here. Austin fell off. You know, my time in the sun is over. You know, it's like at this point, you know, you know, if I don't get a job, I'm never gonna have my own place or do anything. It's the only thing I can do right now. Before they banned me on TikTok, I thought maybe I would become an influencer, but it just didn't work out. And you know, after 2 years of trying to be a professional influencer and just being a beggar and getting so many haters and people bullying me and stalking me every day, you know, I just realized it's not worth it to continue begging, especially now with this changed perspective I have with having a place and having something to lose right now. You know, and it's not just, you know, it's not just having a place to lose. You know, it's having a community to lose. You know, um, it's having people around you. You know, right now I got some roommates. You know, I got people I talk to every day that I'm familiar with. You know, and you know, when I'm homeless, it can get real lonely. You know, I have something right now that I don't want to lose. Not just um, a place, but the people in my life. You know, and the thing is that at the end of the day, you know, I've learned nobody really respects a beggar, especially a young, able-bodied male beggar. You know, nobody respects a young, able-bodied male beggar when most people gotta work. You know, and I thought maybe I would become a famous influencer, but it didn't work out. You know, so there's no plasma donation centers in my area or other kind of donation centers like that. There's nothing here around here like that. No, you didn't, Louis. No, there is not, Anonymous. You know, I used to say, no, I'm not going to sell my blood because I'm poor. You know, I don't want to be subjected to that. But I would not consider it at this point. It's just that's not going to help me in these next 2 days. I know there's not one in the city I live in. Maybe there is one an hour away, but there could be requirements that you have to do. Certain times you got to come there. You know, I'm willing to look into that in the future. It's just not going to help me in the next day or two to get the money I need. Yes, I'm willing to take any job. I've been trying desperately to find any work lately. I've been trying desperately to find any work lately. Please, guys, please. Right now, it's really important to me. I really don't want to lose this place to live. You know, if anyone can donate anything, I'm trying to raise $135 more at least. If I at least get that, you know, I think he'll let me stay there. But he said he wanted me to get a few $100s. I don't think that's possible. But donating your blood is not a job, though. You know, it's kind of dystopian, actually. Just if you think about it, like poor people have to sell their blood to pay their rent. The blood tax. You want to have a house? Well, you know what? Some rich guy needs your blood. Look, I'm sorry, Queen. I don't know you. I'm not moving to New York to live with some random person I don't know. And I don't even know if you're serious. That could be a troll. You know, it probably is just somebody coming up here messing with me. They're probably not actually trying to take care of me. But the thing is, I don't need to be taken care of. I just need to get this money for rent. I'll find work soon. You know, the thing is, if I can get enough for rent after the 1st, then all I gotta do is get 20 or 30 bucks for my birth certificate. Okay? Please, can anybody help me out? If anybody can please help me out with any donation, I have Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo in this poll in my chat. Also in the description of this video and in the about section of my channel, please. Even if you can just donate $1. My goal is to raise $135 more for rent. Right now, it's 131 people in here, it says. If everybody in here just sent $1, just $1, if everybody in here just said $1, then I would only need $4 more. No, I do not live with a random person. I live with a person that I know, you know, that I have known for over a year. And no, I do not want people to take care of me. You know, I just want some compassion because life is really hard right now. I want to work. I've been outside I was outside in the snow yesterday for 2 hours. It's snowing. It's snowing the whole time. I'm outside in the snow for 2 hours trying to get work, having a sign that says need work. I do not need to go to a homeless shelter. I have a place to live right now. I just need $135 for rent. I understand if you don't want to help me. I understand if you don't want to help me. I understand that. But maybe somebody will. Maybe somebody will care. Please help me out, guys. Please. Anything helps. Anything helps. Please help me out, guys. Please. I need $135 at least for rent. Please help me out, guys. Please. Please, guys. I really need this money by the first. I don't want to be homeless again. I don't want to be living outside again. I'm afraid. I'm afraid if I have to live outside again, I'll lose what I have now. You know, this sense of wanting to work. You know, of feeling like I have something to lose. My Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo are in this poll in my chat. Also in the description of this video and in the about section of my channel. Please, anybody. You know, eventually I want to start working on my credit score. That's my goal. Eventually, I'll start working on my credit. You know, maybe I'll be able to get a loan for a house. You know, if I get my credit score up enough from working. You know, you gotta work for the man to get a credit score. And maybe Capital One, Bank of America. Maybe if I work hard enough for long enough, maybe some credit financial group, finance will be able to. No, I will not, Train Hopper. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much. Guys, somebody just sent me $20 on Cash App with the first letter of their name, L. L. The name starts with an L. They just sent me $20 on Cash App. Thank you so much. It really is really important to me right now, and it really means a lot more than any other time you can donate. Yes, Leah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $20 on Cash App, Leah. God bless you. Thank you so much. It really means so much more to me right now than so much other times before. And I'm sorry for begging so much. I know I'll get some work soon. If I could get this money for rent, then I can get money for my birth certificate. The thing is, I have to buy my birth certificate from the hospital I was born in. I have to pay for them to mail it to me. Thanks to Leah. My goal is only $115 more. My roommate said he was hoping I could get a couple $100 to help him with rent. But, you know, I feel like if I at least get $140 enough for 1 week, if I at least get $140 enough for 1 week, I feel like he'll let me stay there, and he'll know that I'm working hard to provide value. And then after that, you know, it's not going to be as important until the first again. You know, and by then I should have a job. By then I will have some type of work. No, I did not, Louis. thank you all for joining my live stream today. I'm trying to raise $115. $115 for rent in the next 2 days. Please help if you can, please. Anything helps. We have 136 people in here. You guys realize, even if not everybody sent $1, you know, if just 115 of you sent $1, then I would have enough for rent for a week. And I think that's enough. You know, it's not as much as he was hoping I would get, but it's enough to contribute something for rent on the 1st. Please help me out. Hey, you know, David, I really don't believe you, but I would love to be proven wrong. I would love to be pleasantly surprised. $25 of the $140 goal reached. I've gotten $25 so far in donations, and I'm very grateful for that. Thank you, Leah. I don't know if you heard me. Thank you. Did you hear me? Thank you. Yes, I did, Pink Panther. Pink Panther. I had paid until the 31st. Go back to the video yesterday. Go back to yesterday's live stream. Go back to the day before that. You'll hear me say, sorry, I've been talking for so long. Hold on. You'll hear me say I had rent paid until the 31st. I got $25 yesterday. I put 20 of that dollars to rent till the 1st. So now it's paid until the 1st. But on the 1st, which is in 2 days, that $25 yesterday got me one more night. I had it paid. I had tonight paid for. What's today, the 30th? But I did not have tomorrow night paid for. I did not have the 31st night paid for. So I used $20 from yesterday. I spent $5 at the grocery store. Okay? And I've said this several times. But this is how they have fun. This is entertainment to them. They try to keep track of all my finances. But the thing is, I keep track of them too, and I tell everybody what's going on with my finances, even though I don't have to, because I'm in a humble position. I'm begging for money, and I come up here and I tell everybody where my money's going. But then they still come up here. And they're like, oh, what happened to the almost $30? Like, right? He knew it was 25. He knew it was 25, but he says almost 30. You know, well, little does he know, I've explained that 3 times already in this last hour. I need $115 for rent, not $150. I did not say $150. $115. $115. Maybe no, they know what I'm saying. They just wanna joke around and try to get me upset. You said, what if I keep paying my roommate and he ends up not? You know, just decide to go live outside instead. Because I think maybe he's not putting it towards the rent. I guess I'm just gonna go sleep outside. Look, anything's possible. You know, he could be planning to murder me. Excuse me, YouTube, but just hypothetically saying, anything could happen. A tornado could come through, right? I could pay rent for a whole week, and then on the first day, a tornado comes through. But I mean, just because anything can happen in life doesn't mean that you shouldn't keep trying to do everything you can to keep a place to live. I mean, does stuff like that keep you from paying your rent? I do not live in the woods. I'm just live streaming in the woods. No, I have not, Joe. No, Canada. I need $115 for rent. I honestly haven't been able to buy any healthy herbs in over a week because I've been trying so hard to put money towards rent, and everything I've gotten is gone towards rent or food. Well, a few days ago, I did ask my viewers to help me get a cheap bottle of wine. And if you want to criticize me for that, go ahead. But, you know, it was only $8, and that wouldn't really help too much towards my rent. And maybe it was a mistake, but, you know. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. Please, I'm sorry I've been a worthless beggar the past year or two. You know, I'm sorry to all my viewers for being a bum. I've really been desperately trying to find work. I'm taking all the steps I need to, doing everything in my power to find work. I'm doing everything in my power to find work right now, and I will go get some work eventually, but I need $115 at least for rent. My credit, and then eventually I'll be able to get a house with a loan, a house loan, a financial loan. And you know, that's why I'm in the position I'm in, because I have no credit. I got bad credit. Thank you, Noah. Thank you for being kind. I mean, I do have credit, but my credit score is actually very low, and I really need to get my credit score up. I really need to get my credit score up if I ever want to have a chance of getting a house in this capitalist society. I gotta work on my credit. Gotta get my credit score up. I gotta get a Chase credit card, a Capital One credit card, or a Bank of America credit card, so something like that, you know. And then eventually, I'll be able to get enough to get a bank loan or a house loan or a financial loan, whatever they call it. And if I'm able to do that, then I can get a house. You know, if I get a house one day, you know, that's the goal of every homeless person. Am I right? Sneakers, I promise you. Look, you know, I just felt so much emotion right now. Look, I got my phone. I got my knees on the ground. I got my knees on the ground here. Okay, I'm on my knees. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all my viewers. I'm sorry. I'm on my knees. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being a worthless bum. I'm sorry for not getting a job and, you know, not wanting to work for somebody else to take care of myself and just beg. Right now, I swear to you guys, I really have a change of perspective because I got a place to stay right now. You know, and it's been real hard. You know, ever since I lost my TikTok, and I'm really trying my best to find work, and I'm really trying to change to be a good person. And you know, I had a really good conversation, you know, with my father actually. He told me, you know, you got to work on your credit. You got to work on your credit because if you don't get the credit, you know, it sucks because it's capitalism. You know, but if you don't get that credit, you could be homeless 60, 70 years old. You're still a homeless beggar. If you don't get a credit card, work on your credit score, and eventually get a mortgage, get that loan, you know what? You're not going to be able to. Hey, thank you, Sneakers. The only thing is, right now, my main focus is getting this $115 at least. You know, he told me a few days or a week ago, he told me he was really hoping I could get a few $100 by the first, because, you know, he's struggling to pay the rent. He really needs me to help as much as I can. And I don't even see that as possible right now. I don't have a lot of support. Most people don't even care anymore about helping me because, you know, I've just been begging for so long, and that is my fault. That is my fault. All right, I admit that. You know, I could have got a job a long time ago, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to be a worthless beggar, bum, even though I have an able body. And I'm sorry about that, but right now, I got something to lose. If I can pay that rent, at least have $140 to give him, at least enough for a week, then I believe he'll let me stay there. He will accept that as me at least contributing something, you know. And then after that, after the first, if I get this money, then you know, even if I have to beg, I don't care. I'm not going to be ashamed to beg for money to get my birth certificate. I've actually done this before already. About 2 years ago, 2 or 3, it might be 3 now, which is crazy. Crazy to think about how time flies. But about 2 or 3 years ago, I got a job in the Bay Area, and people on TikTok on my live stream donated to help me get my birth certificate and get all the documents I needed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you, Elena. I'm sorry I said your name. I usually try not to say people's names unless they say themselves, because some people are crazy up here. But Elena just sent me $1 on Cash App. Thank you so much. Even though it's just $1, it really means a lot, because if you think about it, if everybody sent me $1 in here right now, I would be really close to my goal. Thanks to that $1, I'm trying to raise $114 for rent. I need it by the 1st, which is in 2 days. It's in 2 days. I'm trying my best. I'm doing everything in my power to get work right now. And I will have work soon. I promise you, all my viewers, I really want to make my life better. Please help me out, please. If you can donate anything to help me with my rent, I need $114. I have Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo in this poll under my chat. Also in the description of this video and in the about section of my channel. Anything is so much appreciated. Please help me out, please. I need $114. We have 125 people in here right now. If everybody in here just sent $1, then I would have more than I need. Well, actually, he wanted me to get more than that, but I feel like if I at least get $140, at least enough for a week, then he'll at least be happy with that. If I can get more than 140, then yeah, I need as much as I can get. He wanted me to have a few $100s for rent. Yo, can somebody send me $1 or anything just to make Mitch mad? Look at Mitch saying nobody help over and over. Let's make them upset. Let's make them upset. Let's. Can somebody just send me anything just to spite them? Look at them just saying nobody help over and over again. Look, I realize I've been a worthless bum for a while, but I really got something to lose right now. I just need $114 for rent at least. Please help me out if you can. Anybody, please. I have Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo in this poll under my chat. Also in the description of this video and in the about section of my channel. God bless you, Mr. Jig. Is it really Easter tomorrow?
Here we go.
No, it's not Easter tomorrow. Said it's Holy Saturday. Then please, for God's sake,
Oh my gosh, no.
for God's sake, please, can you guys please spare some money for someone who really needs some help to pay this rent right now? Please help me stay off the streets. Please, for God's sake, for Jesus' sake, the man who cared so much about the homeless and the poor. Please, guys, please help me out, please. I'm not using fake religion for money. I believe in God. I'm not a Christian, but I do believe in God, and I was raised a Christian. I know a lot about the Bible. I know a lot about Jesus, and I still believe in Jesus as the person he was, not as in the fact that he's a God, but the fact that he was a great person who really cared about the poor and oppressed and marginalized people. These are the days to call upon God. These are the days to remind people that God loves all people, that God is about compassion and love. And if you have a problem with a homeless person bringing up God on this holy day, it's because you know that God is mad at you for not caring enough about the homeless and the poor people. Can anybody please spare anything, please? Can anybody please? We got 114 people in here. I'm trying to raise $114 for rent. Please help me out, please. It's not reverse psychology. It's straightforward, straight up psychology. God wants you to help homeless and poor people. If I don't raise enough for rent, I'm going to be back homeless again. I've been homeless so much. God wants you to help poor people struggling in need. God wants you to help struggling people. It's in the Bible, folks. This isn't reverse psychology. It's straightforward, in your face, point blank, blunt, straight up telling you the truth. God wants you to help poor people struggling in need. Yes, God does want me to contribute towards society. And that's why I'm doing everything in my power to get a job. And it's also not our place to judge. God wants us not to judge others. I'm telling you right now, I'm looking for a job. I'm doing everything I can to find work. I'm doing everything in my power to find work. Everything in my power. And God sees that. If you don't, that's not my problem. I guess it is my problem because you're not going to donate it if you don't see that. Even if you did, maybe you still don't care. Can anybody please help me with anything for rent, please? Can anybody please help me with anything for rent? I need $114 for rent. We got 132 people in here, please. I'm trying to start working on my credit eventually and get my credit score up. Then I won't have to beg. If I need money, I can just use the credit card. You know? They say credit is the most important thing. Have you guys ever heard that? That you gotta get credit?
No.
You gotta get your credit score up. So you can get some credit approval. Once you get some credit approval, then you're good to go. As long as you have a job. I'm getting a job, man. I'm gonna have some work soon. I've been doing everything in my power to get a job right now. But I really need at least $114 more for rent in the next 2 days. Please help me out if you can. Anything helps. No, I'm not, Dennis. No, I haven't, Colin. Yeah, you have to have a steady income for credit because you have to pay on stuff to show that you can be trusted. Exactly. That's one of my big motivations for really trying to get a steady job right now is because I realized without getting my credit score up, working on my credit, and then eventually getting a credit card, like maybe Capital One credit card, Bank of America credit card, Chase Bank credit card, but any bank. And eventually, if I use that credit card enough, working on my credit score, then eventually they'll trust me enough to buy a whole house or pay for most of the house. And I just got to keep working and paying off the bank with the financial loan or house loan if I get approved credit. But to get approved credit, you got to use the credit card and stuff like that. Well, that's you got to think the short term and the long run. That's one of the big reasons I know I got to get a job so I can work on my credit. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. I need $114 more in the next 2 days by the 1st for rent, at least. My roommate originally said he really wanted me to get a couple $100 for rent on the 1st because that's when his rent is due. I don't believe I'm going to be able to get that. So, it's $20 a night. I believe if I get at least $140, enough for a whole week, then he'll keep letting me stay there, and that'll be enough to at least contribute something towards the rent. I've gotten $26 in donations today so far, so my goal is $114 more. If you can donate anything at all, I have Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo in this poll under my chat. Also in the description of this video and in the About section of my channel. My story does not change all the time. This is my real life. I'm telling you guys honestly, I swear to God, I want to change my life. I want to get steady work and then work on my credit get a credit card, and then get a house one day. No, I did not, Justin. I've never ripped off anybody. I'm not in the business of ripping anything. No, Ben, I do not do any drugs. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. Somebody named Pitbull just sent me a $1 PetSmart gift card on Cash App. I don't have any pets though.
Way to go, Pitbull. Thank you. Keep it together.
I have begging because I was homeless most of the time the past 2 years or so, and I have been begging on my social media for a long time. And I know that was stupid of me. You know, I pretty much ruined my reputation online. You know, it's not only people just think I'm a worthless bum beggar, but people hate me so much for being a beggar, they spread outright lies about me and say like the most evil things about me just to try to convince other people not to help me. So at this point, it's definitely not worth it anymore. I'm trying my best to find work so I can work to pay my own bills. I need $114. Thank you, Noah. God bless you. Reimburse what at a store for cash? Thank you all for joining my live stream today. Please give my live stream a like. If you could, I would appreciate it. Please give my live stream a like. I'm still trying to raise $114 for rent. I'm trying my best to find work right now. Collecting bottles won't get you that much. And you know, I already asked my friend about that. He knows about local stuff. He says you have to have like a few different households who all don't recycle, who you collect from or something. You know, just going around trying to pick up cans, you might, you know, if you work all day and really work hard trying to find cans, might get a few bucks. So you're not going to be able to pay rent with that. Thank you, Noah. Oh, yeah, reimburse it for cash. Well, maybe you can do that. Yeah, somebody sent me a $1 pets, but I'm not going to count that right now. Because I don't know. Yeah, I'm not near PetSmart either. Can anybody please, can anybody please spare anything? I need $114 for rent. I haven't gotten EBT yet. I'm trying to get it, but EBT does not pay for your rent. God bless you, James. Who got $1? Let me find out. You said you thought it was 100. Are you just messing with me? No, he sent me a $1 PetSmart gift card on Cash App. Don't have any pets. Don't got a PetSmart near me. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. The $25 I got yesterday went towards rent and groceries. It's my live stream yesterday. You can hear me saying that I have rent paid until the 31st. Meaning that I do not have the night of the 31st paid for. I have tonight's rent paid for. I had tonight's rent paid for yesterday. Yesterday when I got $25, I put $25 to pay for the night of the 30th. So now I have my rent paid until the 1st of April. The other $5 went towards groceries. Yes, I am working on getting my birth certificate and social security card. That costs money. It costs money to get my birth certificate. I need $114 for rent. I'm yelling because I've explained that 4 times already in the past hour and 36 minutes. You know, it's just annoying. And I don't have any medicine. I don't have any healthy herbs. I can't even afford that right now. When I'm telling you I haven't spent any money lately on anything but rent or food, that's real. I don't even have my healthy herbal medicines to keep me calm. And I have to deal with all these people. I'm trying my best to at least stay civil. Please, can anybody please spare anything to help me with rent? Right now means more than any other time I've come up here to ask for money. And I'm sorry, before I was okay with just begging. Right now, I'm doing everything in my power to get a job. I'm doing everything in my power to get a job right now. Please. Please, I need $114 by the 1st, at least. He said he was hoping I would get a couple $100. And, you know, unless there's anybody in here who's got a lot of extra money that they can spare and wants to send a couple $100, I doubt that's going to happen. You know, I started at $140. I believe that if I at least give them $140, it's $20 a night. That'll be enough for 1 week. I feel like at least, you know, that'll show I'm contributing something towards the rent. So please, if you can help with anything, I would appreciate it so much. Please. Please, anything helps. We have 134 people in here, 136 now. If just 114 of you send $1, I have never scammed, Julie. Never in my life. I have been begging for years. And I'm at the point where I'm admitting that was stupid of me. Not only do people judge me for being a beggar and hate me for it, but they hate me so much for being a beggar that they spread lies about me and call me a scammer. To where I got people who don't even know me in real life coming up to me who resent me so much. You know, you can't blame somebody else for your wrongdoing. So those people who are stalking me, who are lying about me, calling me a scammer, who have been bullying me for years, they're not justified in what they're doing, you know? But you know what? I do need to get work just so people know, for other people who are nice to me, people who actually support me, for their sake, you know, for the people who actually care about me. That never happened, RG. That never happened. I can't believe you would say that. See, that's the thing. They come up here and they just make up bullshit. They just make shit up. Okay. I did say my book would be released on January 1st. You know, I didn't make that target. Every other capitalist does the same thing. So unless you consider, if you consider Elon Musk a scammer, every single product he launches never arrives on time. Never. Cyber freight, you know, even the cyber cars itself, you know, even a Tesla car. Some of them released years after he said they would be released. So, and that affects a lot more people because what he did is he actually collected a set price. He said if you pay $50,000 now, the price will not go up and that price will be locked in. He doesn't release it on that day. And then he ups the price and tells all those people who sent the $50,000 they can't get that $50,000 back, but they also have to pay more, even though he specifically said they wouldn't. I didn't charge anybody for my book. You know, that would be scamming. You know, and so technically you could call him a scam. It would have been scamming if I would have charged people for my book. If I would have said, give me $20 today, and when my book comes out January 1st, then I'll send you a free copy. But no, I didn't do that. I didn't collect any money for my book. I just still told people it would be January 1st because that's what I thought. I would have it done, and I was hoping to have it done then, but I didn't reach that target. That's not scamming. And this is all because I have a bad credit score. If I had credit right now, I could get a financial loan or a loan or something. A bank loan, I could go to Capital One or Chase Bank. This is all because I have bad credit, because I never worked on my credit score. I should have been working on my credit score all these years. God bless you, Paul, if that's true. DXS says he's laughing, guys. Anyone got $1? So funny. Now that made me laugh. Thank you. I needed that. You see, I've been fucking raising my voice. You know, fucking. I did yell at one point a few minutes ago. I've been sitting here raising my voice, fucking so frustrated. But thank you for giving me a laugh. Yeah, and I wouldn't trust anything anyone says in that subreddit. They're all a bunch of liars who bully me and stalk me. I've been completely upfront and honest about my whole life since I went live. You know, I've come up here to ask for help. Yeah, I've been a beggar. I admit that. And I admit that was a mistake to be a beggar when I'm a young, able-bodied man who can get a job. I admit that. But I'm not a scammer, and I'm not all these things that people say about me. And you know, and it's really fucked up that people, you know, the internet is a crazy place. People can gang up on you and turn a bunch of people against you. I do not do any drugs. I agree, Paul. I agree. Hello, Top Clock. How are you? No, I have never scammed anybody. You know, it's you know, and I honestly wonder if they convinced TikTok that I was scamming people, that's crazy, because everybody called me a scammer every day, all day, and you know, they say if you repeat a lie over and over, then people just start to believe it. They say I'm a scammer because they say I wasn't homeless. They said I wasn't actually homeless, or that I'm not actually spending my money on food when I ask for food. Sometimes I would go up there and ask for money for medicinal herbs, and they still would say I'm scamming. So no, I'm not a scammer. I've been a beggar, but it's really unfortunate. People want to put beggars in that category. They want to call anybody who's asking for help a scammer, especially if you keep on asking for help. Now I admit now I've learned that's not the right thing to do, to keep on begging every day. I'm trying my best to get work right now, but it's not scamming. It's not scamming to ask every day for money. It's not scamming to be a bum. It's called bumming, not scamming. No, I did not lie. I did save up $900 a year or two ago, and I was trying to put it towards a car, and then I gave it all away. And you can go see me talk about it in my YouTube video titled, I Gave All My Money Away, from about 2 years ago. And the reason was was because my roommate told me he was about to kick me out, you know, and I was about to have to leave. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do this for God. You know, the only thing I knew to do was to take everything I had and give it away. But nobody mentions that. No. But nobody mentions how much I've actually helped people with my platform, especially when I had a TikTok. Nobody mentions the hundreds of dollars at once that I spent on feeding homeless people. Nobody mentions the fact that I told anybody, I said anybody who makes a video, ask me for the Austin stimulus. I'll select one of those people. And almost every single person who made a video got $50 from me for free. When I had money, when I had a platform, when a lot of people were giving me money, I helped so many people. No, they want to call me a scammer. You know? And I didn't have to do that. Right? I could have kept that money for myself. I could have put it towards building my credit. I could have put it towards building my credit score. Getting a Chase Bank credit card, getting a Bank of America credit card, a Capital One credit card, and then building my credit so that I could get a credit approval. And then by now, who knows? Maybe I would have enough credit to actually do something, or at least I have enough credit to get a loan so I can pay my rent right now. But no, I chose to help people. No, that is not true, Eric. One ethnicity or race of people is never any inherent thing. It's never good to generalize people. There's a lot of Jews right now who are against what Israel is doing, who do not support Israel or Zionism. There's Jews all over the world protesting what people are doing in their name. Thank you, Noah and Joshua. I don't regret helping anyone, though. I would never regret helping other people. Even though most of the people I help can never help me back because they're poor, they're homeless. They don't have any money to help me in return. And that's okay with me. People don't talk about that. You know, they just come in here and try to accuse me of being a scammer. You know, because being a bum it isn't damning enough. It's not enough. It's not all talk. Yes. What do you mean? Yes, I need a birth certificate. Yes, you are correct. I need a birth certificate. I also need $114 at least for rent in 2 days on the 1st. I can't afford to buy my birth certificate again right now. I can't afford my birth certificate right now. Every single dollar that I get, until I get at least $140, if I can even get that, has to go towards rent. And it's not going to be this pressing or this serious. After the 1st, even my roommate said like, well, in April I should be good. It's just this month right now I'm struggling because he said he's gonna get his old job back. He's been going to school. He's been doing computer work. His computer work job used to pay him $4,000 a month. So he was able to pay all his own bills. But then they keep giving him less work now. So now he's trying to get one of his old jobs back, and he's still going to school 5 days a week and working whenever he gets the computer work. And me and him worked for a guy for a day doing day labor for $25 an hour one day last week. But the guy hasn't said he's needed us again. I've gotten $26 today. In this 1 hour and 53 minutes I've been on here, I've gotten $26 towards my rent. I'm very grateful to those 3 people who donated. So one person sent $5, another person sent $20, and then a third person sent $1. Thank you to all 3 of those people. With that, I'm trying to raise 114 more dollars, please. Right now, this is really important, guys. This is more important than most of the times I've begged before, and I actually have something to lose right now. Please help me out, please. No, it's actually not small in comparison, actually. Actually, you're wrong. If I was rich, then yeah, it would have been. But a lot of the times, whenever I spent a couple $100 feeding homeless people, that was the extra money that I had made all week. I made enough to, get food, get the things I needed to survive, get some healthy herbs, and then I would save up. And a lot of times that was everything I saved up for a whole week. And I spent the last cent I had, the last dollar I had on other people. It wasn't no measly something, it was a lot. It broke me. I had $900 saved up. I gave it all away. It's on video. There's a whole video of me telling you all about it. Go look it up. Search Austin Tamargo. Why I gave all my money away. Search that in the search bar on YouTube. That's not measly. And literally your whole savings that you saved up for a month from streaming, back when I was making a lot more money on TikTok, a month or more, $900. Gave it all away. That's not a measly sum. No, I gave to other homeless people I didn't know. There was times I gave away to my viewers. I gave away to random people online. I gave $100 tip before last year when I had money. I gave a lot of $100 tips to servers. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. I should have been working on my credit so I could get a freaking credit card and get my credit score up, and then I would have been pre-approved, or I would have gotten credit approval to get a loan right now, and I would be able to get a loan until I start working. But can't do that because I didn't work on my credit. Please, can anybody please help me, please, with anything? I'm starting to feel hopeless again. It's been 2 hours. You said you got caught running from your checks. That's no. I've never made any check. I've never written any check. Do you think I'm 50 years old? I'm actually 26. I'm only 26, guys. I've never even written on a check in my whole life. Yes, there is a video of me giving it away. There is multiple videos of me giving money away. No, I do not have any family to support. I need $114 for rent. I'm live streaming for as long as I can until my phone dies. It's at 48%. I charged it. It was at 98% when I left the house to come into the woods and stream. And now it's at 48%. I'm going to live stream until it dies, and then I'm going to charge it up to 100% and come live again. I'm starting to lose help right now. I haven't gotten any donations in a while. I'm hoping somebody will donate anything, please. Please. Can anybody please help me out, please? Well, I just found out my mom's living in a halfway house or something like that. And like I've been telling you guys, I haven't talked to her in a few years. And she doesn't even have a place to live anymore. She lives in a halfway house. Her and my stepdad broke up, apparently. Cause I talked to my father yesterday for the first time in a few years. You know, and he's like, "Oh, do you know about your mother?" I'm like, "No, I don't know anything about it." You know? And he tells me what's been going on with her. She went to jail for a few months or something for math with an E. That's apparently what my father tells me. So that's really depressing, really heartbreaking. Because, you know, she used to do H. She used to do H back in the day and you know, pills. But, you know, she wasn't doing no shit, you know. And that's bad in itself. That's really bad. That'll take your life away too. But it's just the math with an E. It's just, you know, I know from personal experience. It's like it will deteriorate your mind. You know, it's like it's really bad stuff. You know. Yeah, I would agree, Jason. I would agree. My life is heartbreaking. So how are you going? Am I going to pay my citations? I should have a job before they're due. I really believe that I'll have a steady work soon. I'm doing everything I can. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. Please, if you can donate anything, I really need $114 for rent. I really need $114 for rent. in 2 days on the 1st. Please help me out. Anything helps. Please, guys. Please. Please, anybody. I'm trying my best. I'm doing everything I can to find work right now. I'm doing everything I can to find work right now. I'm doing everything I can. But I only got 2 more days to get this $114. And, you know, I don't see any other option for me right now than to beg for all I got. To beg as much as I can beg. Man. Please, can anybody spare anything? We have 129 people in here. We have 129 people in here. I only need $114. Please help me out, please. Hey, is the sound still not matching up with the video? I saw somebody say that in the comments. Could I get a second opinion? Is it like that for everybody? If it's like that, I guess, you know, I made a short video explaining that I need $140 for rent, and I went live. Now I only need 114, so 114. Maybe if I do not have court in 2 days. I do not have court in 2 days. I don't know where you got that from, but no, I do not have court in 2 days. Okay, thank you, Noah. The $25 I got yesterday, 20 of it went for rent for tomorrow night, and the other 5 went to groceries. Okay? Are you satisfied? Yes, I got $25 yesterday. 20 of it went for rent to pay for tomorrow night's rent, and the other 5 went to groceries. It's like, how many fucking times do I gotta answer the question? If you people are so good at tracking, you know, every single dollar of mine, tracking all of my finances, you should know that I said multiple times yesterday and a few times before that my rent is paid until the 31st. Meaning the night of the 31st is not paid for. Okay? So yesterday I got $25. It was paid to the 1st. Now my rent's paid to the 1st, which is in 2 days. Okay? Are you keeping up with me here? And it's like, the truth is they know that. The truth is they know that. The truth is, yes, they are keeping exact record. And they know that I had it paid to the 31st, now I have it paid to the 1st. They understand. I said that yesterday. I said, thank you. Now I have enough to pay for at least one more night. I literally explained this yesterday. They know that. But they're coming in here. They're coming in here trying to make a fuss about and make confusion about my finances, forcing me to explain over and over where every single dollar I have is going. And I have no problem doing that. If somebody would just please help me out. I'm telling you guys exactly where every single dollar of mine is going. Every day. I'm trying my best every day, doing everything I can to get a job. I'm doing my best every single day to get a job, every day. I need $114 at least for rent by the 1st, which is in 2 days. Please help me out, please. Anything is appreciated, please. Please, can anyone just spare $1? Please, give me some hope. Please, we have 142 people in here. We have 142 people in here. If just 114 of you send $1, then I would have enough to at least pay for a week's of rent. And that's at least something I can give to him and feel like I've contributed something. Because he said he wanted me to get a couple $100 by the 1st. I'm pretty much 99.99999% sure I'm not going to get a couple $100 from anybody. But you never know. It's happened before. You know, if anybody does have a couple $100 would be amazing. I would appreciate it so much. You know, that would really just release all the stress I have right now on the burden, you know. But if I can get $140 total, enough for 1 week's rent, because it's $20 a night, then I feel like that'll be enough for him. You know, it'll be something. And right now I've gotten $26 in donations in this 2 hours and 10 minutes that I've been live streaming today, and I'm very grateful for those 3 people who sent donations. I'm begging anybody, please, just send $1, please, $1 or $2. If you just send $1 or $2, it really does help. It's a small help, but if enough people just send a little bit, it'll add up, please. Yes, I don't have my own room. I sleep on a mattress on my friend's floor. But yes, it's $20 a night. But he said he wanted me to get a couple $100 to pay off a few weeks on the 1st. I know I'm not going to get that. He knows I'm trying my best to get as much as I can. But I feel like if I at least get $140 total, at least, then that's enough for a week. You know, that's enough to contribute something, because the rent is due for him on the 1st. He has to pay rent on the 1st. Please help me out, guys, please. If anyone can send anything, please. I just need $114. We have 146 people in here. You, my audience, you really have the power to make sure I have a place to keep staying and don't have to be homeless again. If I don't get at least enough for a week, you know, I'm worried. There is no Domino's where I live. I do not have $9,000 in the bank. All I have is what was donated to me today. I swear to God on my life. That's the most ridiculous claim to make. Why Why would anybody who has $9,000 in the bank spend hours a day begging, humiliating himself, being harassed and stalked, just so he can get maybe $20? Lately, there's been some days when I went live for hours, 3 or 4 hours, and got nothing. Why would I do that if I have money in the bank? I wish I had money in the bank, but no, I really do need $114 at least. Please help me out, guys. Please. You guys have the power to help me. There's 146 people in here. I just need 114 people to send $1. Just send $1, please, anybody. Please, anybody, just send $1, please. Every dollar helps. Please, anybody, just send $1. Please, anybody, please. I should have been working on my credit all these years. I should have been working a steady job and building up my credit score to get pre-approval for a credit or get credit approved so I could get a credit card or something, Capital One credit card or a Chase Bank credit card, something like that. And then I could just use that for rent right now. Because I'm going to have work soon. I'm doing everything I can right now to get work. Did you guys try refreshing the stream if the voices are matching up for you? I haven't lied to God. God knows the truth and God knows my heart. God, if I'm lying about anything, please strike me down right now. I believe in God. I know God knows my heart and knows my situation and knows what I'm going through, though people of the earth may not. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining my live stream today. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day today. Please, guys, look, I'm sorry I've been begging for the past 2 years. I realize it's been a mistake to be bumming and not apply myself to get some work as a young, able-bodied man. I should have been building my credit these past few years. I should have been building my credit score, getting a credit card and stuff like that. But, you know, at this point, I fucked up in my life. You know, I've been a worthless bum. I admit that. Thank you so much. Somebody just sent me $1 on PayPal. Thank you so much. Somebody just sent me $1 on PayPal. Guys, you can help change my situation. You can help guarantee that I can continue to have a place to live and not have to be back on the streets homeless. If you just send $1, guys, we have enough people. We have 176 people in here right now. I need some water. We have 176 people in here right now. I only need 113 more dollars for rent. I only need 113 people to send me $1, please. Please, guys. Thank you, Joshua. It was Joshua, guys. I try not to say the people's names unless they say who they are, because there's a lot of crazy people up here. But thank you so much, Joshua. Thank you so much for that $1 on PayPal. You know, even just $1 can really give me hope, you guys, really. Because you know what? Like I said, we have enough people in here. We have enough people in here. You see, you said, do I have parents? Just rewind the video 30 minutes or so. 40 minutes. I talked about my parents. I just had a conversation with my father yesterday. My mother's in a halfway house. He told me, you know, you just got to get a steady job so you can work on credit. Because without your credit, without getting your credit score up so you can get pre-approved or credit approved for loans and stuff like that from Chase, Capital One Bank, and getting a credit card, without doing that, you can never own a home. Unless you get rich, which is unlikely. I am doing everything in my power to get work right now. I swear to God on my life, I am doing everything in my power. I stood outside in the middle of town with a cardboard sign that says need work for 3 days in a row. Now I only have 2 days left. I only have 2 days to come up with this $114. So please, if I can just make it to the first, if I can just make the $14, then I can get money to get my birth certificate, and then I can actually get hired here, because he was hoping that I'd come up with a couple $100 to at least pay for a few weeks on the first, because that's when he has to pay rent. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that. So I feel like it's $20 a night, if I at least get to the $40, that's at least enough for a week, at least enough to say I've done as much as I can. I got something, you know. And somebody just donated on Cash App. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Somebody just sent me $2 on Cash App. If they say who they are, I can confirm it. Somebody just sent me $2 on Cash App. Thank you so much. People, I'm being honest with you. This is not an exaggeration. This is not an exaggeration. $1 or $2 donation can really help so much. A $1 or $2 donation can really help so much. I am not currently homeless. I have a place to stay for $20 a night. I just got this place to stay about 2 or 3 weeks ago, something like that. If I don't come up with enough rent, I'm gonna end up back out on the streets. I really don't want to live outside again. I really don't want to be homeless anymore. Please help me out, please, guys. I have been homeless for a long time. I got a place to stay right now for $20 a night. With that $2 donation that somebody just sent, I only need $111 more dollars. $111 more dollars. We have 166 people in here. 166 people. All it takes is for 111 people to send $1. That's all it takes. Or for 56 people to send $2. 56 people send $2. Then I have the $140 at least for rent on the first. My friend also is working. We have another roommate who already paid for the whole month of April, so he already paid for a whole month. He already did his share for April. I'm not the only one trying to come up with money, but I am one of the roommates, and I have to get as much as I can by the first. Oh, thank you, Noah. Thank you so much, Noah. It was Noah, guys. I really appreciate you, Noah. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. So that's 112. Yeah, exactly. Butter beans, I promise you this is real. You know, I've never come up here to fool anyone. I've blatantly said in the past when I was homeless that I don't want to get a job. I've outright said that many times. And I did say sometimes, oh, well, you know, I'm thinking about getting a job now. Or I'm about to get a job. But then I'd be like, no, actually, it's too hard to get a job. But most of the time, I would outright say that I wasn't looking for a job. That's when I was homeless. Now I have a place to stay. And if I don't come up with this rent money, I'm not going to have a place to stay anymore. No, I did not. I've never done that tore away. I have never said, oh, I fooled you and then laughed. No, I've never done that. Now, at one point, I do remember that it was when I was still homeless, when I didn't have a place to stay yet. I said, okay, I'm actually gonna look for a job, right? And then the next day, I made a video that was titled, "I will never get a job, mwah, ha 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 ha." And you know, that was just for the haters, because I knew they would click on the video and they would watch it. You know, that was just to get their attention so I could get more ad revenue for my channel. And at that point, I was homeless. And, you know, I did eventually go back to the position that it was too hard to find a job. I only need $111. Hey, I'm sorry, Noah. I'm sorry I didn't explain enough. Yes, 56 times 2 would be 112, but I only need 111. But 112 would still, you know, that includes 111. So yes, I don't have the math to do the numbers exactly, but I only need $111. If 56 people sent $2, I would reach my goal. Says somebody's making bank. Not me. Not me. Literally not me. Thank you so much. Give me 1 second. I've gotten about $29 in 2 hours and 26 minutes. I still need 111 more. Thank you so much, Alonzo. God bless you, Alonzo. I appreciate that $5 super chat donation so much. Now, everybody in here, I really do appreciate Alonzo, because that's going to help me when they pay me on the 21st of April. It's not going to help me today, and it's not going to help me with this rent that I'm trying to raise for the first. So I still need $111. If you can contribute anything for that, I have Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo in this poll below my chat. I have Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo inside this poll. Also in the description of this video and in the About section of my channel. I swear to God, I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue to do everything in my power to get a job right now. I'm going to continue to do everything in my power. But for right now, I need rent by the 1st in 2 days. There's nothing I can do about that. You know, I need the rent money. And I really don't want to end up back on the streets. Again, thank you so much, Alonzo. God bless you, my friend. You said you sent me 25. I don't think you did, Kim. I don't think you did, because you've been in here and you were complaining that I wasn't responding to your questions. And it sends me a notification if somebody donates. Now, sometimes it does mess up and the notification doesn't come for a while, or it doesn't come at all, you know, but usually they always send me a notification, and they've been sending me consistent notifications today. You know, I've gotten a notification every time someone said something today, so it would be weird if only your donation didn't send me a notification today. Yeah, I think she's just trolling, unfortunately. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. Can anyone please spare $1? Please, can anyone just spare $1? I need $111 for rent. 111. If 111 people send $1, if 111 people send $1, it's for my rent. I need $111 more at least for rent in 2 days. If I don't get this money in the next 2 days, there's a chance I'm going to be back homeless out on the streets. I just got a place to stay. I've been homeless for a long time. I really don't want to be back out on the streets. Please, any donation is so much appreciated. God bless you, friend of God. I'm up here begging. The truth is, like a lot of people will say even more outlandish things about me that aren't true. But it is true that I've been a beggar. It is true that I've mooched off of people. It is true that I've been a lazy bum for about the past 2 years. I admit that. And I want to move past that. I actually want to get a job and move past that. Please. I really need $111 for rent in 2 days by the 1st. We have 141 people in here right now. It's just 111 people send $1, then I would have enough. All I need, if all you need to send is $1. If you can just send $1, it really does help. If you can send more, that would be great. Any larger donations are appreciated, but just $1. If enough people care enough to send $1, then we do have the power to raise enough money for my rent, please. I did not choose this, John. I did not choose to be homeless. Thank you so much. So I just got 2 notifications. One person sent me a $1 Popeyes gift card on Cash App. There's no Popeyes near me though. Thank you so much. Another donation. Thank you for the Popeyes gift card though. God bless you. $1 Popeyes. There's not even a Popeyes around here, but still, thank you. God bless you. 2 people just sent me $2. Thank you both so much. Thank you. 2 people just sent me $2 in a row. And I'm telling you, I've been live for 2 hours and 33 minutes. Most of this time, I've just been repeating myself without anything coming in, without anybody saying anything. But a few people have helped me out so far, and I'm very grateful. I don't want to say their names unless they say who they are, and I confirm it, because there's some crazy people on here, but 2 people just sent me $1. One of them said, hang in there. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you both. With that, $4, four more dollars in donations. My goal is $107 for my rent. $107. We have the power, guys. All of you, my viewers, have the power to make sure that I'm not sleeping outside, to make sure I have at least a week of rent paid for and at least enough money to go back to my roommate with. He told me, he let me start staying there because he was hoping that I would have at least a couple $100 for rent for at least a few weeks on the 1st. I know I'm not going to get that unless by some miracle there's somebody in here who does have a couple $100 to spare that they don't need. If by some miracle that's a reality, I would appreciate it so much, and it would really alleviate a huge burden and anxiety off my shoulders. But I don't think that's likely. So the thing is, we got 140 people in here. We got 141 people in here. I only need $107 more to have a total of $140 to give to my roommate for a week. Yes, $20 a day is fair. I agree. It's fair. And I'm trying my best every day to get work. I did work one day last week, actually with him. He had some work too. The guy doesn't have any work right now, any more work for us, but I got 3 or 4 numbers in the past 3 days from standing outside with a sign that says need work. And a few guys said they would call me, you know. So I'm doing my best every day to get work. And the thing is to get a job on the books. You said, but your rent is a day it doesn't add up. Yes, Rattlesnake, I'm blocking you because I know you're not confused. Okay, I've seen you commenting for the past hour. Okay, and so you have definitely heard me explain multiple times. My roommates has to pay the rent for the whole house on the 1st. Okay, he told me about a week ago. He said I let you start staying here for $20 a night because I was hoping you would have a couple $100 by the 1st when I have to pay rent, you know, to help me with rent because I'm struggling to pay rent right now. You know, his job working on the computer, you know, stopped giving him as much work. So I don't think I'm going to have a couple $100 by the 1st, but if I can at least get $140, that will pay for 1 week, and I think it will be at least a measurable amount. You know, at least an amount that it feels like I'm doing something to contribute towards this bill in 2 days. No, John Gold. It's not because I lied. It's because the rent is $20 a day, but he told me he needs me to raise for as many days as I can by the 1st. If I don't, there's not a guarantee that he's going to keep letting me live there. And I'm going to be back outside, living outside. I don't want to be homeless again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Somebody just sent me $1 on PayPal. Thank you so much for that $1 on PayPal. I really appreciate it. With that $1 on PayPal, I'm now trying to raise 106 more dollars. Please. I am not lying, Ryan. And I am the one deleting comments, Kim. You know what? I think I'm going to mute you for 20. No, I'm actually going to block you because you lied about sending something. I remember that now. Well, you asked once too many, Kim. Please, guys, I really need 106. Sorry, 106. $106, please. Please, guys, please. I need $106 for rent. Please help me out, guys, please. Please help me out, guys, please. Please, I just need 106 people to send $1. I just need 106 people to send $1, please. 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 I just need 106 people to send $1. Once I get a job, I'm gonna start working on my credit. Eventually, I'll get a credit card from Capital One, Chase Bank, or Bank of America, Wells Fargo. You know, maybe a bank or what do they call that? A financial institution or a credit union. You know, or something like that. You know, and then I build my credit score up and get a credit approval, and my life will be better. You know, that's my plan. Yes. Okay. I forgot. I was gonna say this earlier. I've actually been through this with my viewers before. It was about 2 years ago. I told my viewers I'm going to get a job, and I actually got a job. You know, and I worked for 3 months, but then there was a lot of, a lot of stuff going down in the workplace, people bullying me, and so I had to quit. But I'm trying to I'm doing everything I can to get a job. I'm doing everything I can to find work, but right now I need money for the rent. Point blank, period. I need the rent money. There's no way around it. My phone's at 27%. My phone is at 27%, guys. My phone is at 27%. So when my phone dies, I'm gonna have to charge it again up to 100% and come back live. Yesterday, the past few days, I've been meaning to do that, but I haven't done it. But today I have to. I literally have to, because tomorrow's the last day. You know, tomorrow's the last day. I have to work as hard as I can, but beg as hard as I can today and tomorrow, because there's no other way for me to get this money. There's no other way for me to get money in 2 days. There's no, I've tried so hard. I've got a lot of different numbers. You know, I've got them all. Please, if anyone can please donate anything, even $1. I am getting a job, Janice. I'm doing everything I can, everything in my power right now to get a job. I swear to God, Janice. Please, can you have compassion this one time? Janice, I'm talking to you specifically, Janice. How about you send $20, Janice? Janice, please, just send $20. Let me prove to you that I'm actually trying to get work. And if I don't get a job, then you have the right to say, I sent this beggar $20 and he never got a job. He lied to me. Right? Right? You have the right to say that. So let me prove it to you right now. Let me prove to you right now that I'm really trying to get a job. Have a little bit of faith in me. Extend a little bit of compassion and a little bit of faith. Please. Janice, send $20. Please. Anybody. Just give me a chance. Anybody. Send me $20. Send me anything. Please. Send me $1. Please, anybody. Please, guys. Please. I have compassion. I've watched you way too long to believe you. Just be honest. No, you haven't watched me long enough then. Because 2 years ago I got a job. So obviously, did you miss that part, Janice? Were you not there when I had a job last year? I had a job last year too. I just worked last week. Well, now we know that she is sent by a demon, and God is going to send her to the devil unless she repents. Janice, you have a choice right now. You have a choice right now to repent in the eyes of God or burn in hell. You have a choice, Janice. It's never your job to judge somebody, especially a homeless person doing everything he can. Never. You have shown God the evil and wickedness of your heart. And I pray that you repent before you pay the price for it. No. Because obviously you don't have it. You're scared of me to talk about God because you're scared he might pay attention to you and how evil and wicked your heart is. Let me tell you, I will bring God into everything in my life. God should be a part of everything, every step of the way. That's the way I live. You're not a devout Christian. You are a follower of the devil, and you can burn in hell, bitch.
Oh my God.
You're a follower of the devil. I know you are. I know you're a follower of the devil, you disgusting snake. You disgusting evil snake. Disgusting evil snake. You are a follower of the devil. You know why? Because Jesus loved the poor. He never called them lazy. He gave them money. He told rich people, he said, go and give everything you have to the poor. Then follow me. And you hear the cash out as I'm saying that, you know it's real. He said, go, give everything you have to the poor. Then after that, then follow me. Have you given everything you have to the poor? No, you haven't, you little devil snake. You little devil follower of Satan. You keep it all locked away in your house. And you go on the internet and say, oh, why don't you get a job, you loser poor person? I have my house and my stuff. Guess what? You're an evil demon. You are controlled by an evil demon. And God will smite you from the earth. I'm sorry, guys. That's my trauma response. I'm sorry you guys had to just witness that. I'm sorry you had to witness that. I'm sorry for doing that. Sometimes it's good to let things out, okay, and to self-criticize after, okay, to take constructive criticism after. You know, sometimes you have to release, you know, and I'm sorry that has manifested in such a creepy, you know, like, you know, unflattering, weird way. But this is how what I was told as a child. This is what I was told as a child. This is the way people spoke to me as a child. It's a trauma response, and I'm trying to move past it. So I'm sorry about that. Why scream? Because it makes me feel good in the moment. Why does anybody scream? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. Just like a few minutes ago, 2 more people just said $2 in a row each. Thank you guys so much. I repent. God, please forgive me for using your name in anger. You know, I'm just a mere mortal. I can't claim to know the extent of your wrath. I was taught this fear-mongering as a child, and I'm still trying to move past it as a trauma response. And I want to say sorry for using your name in anger, because I know you are a God of peace and a God of love and compassion. So I repent for that. Thank you, God, for hearing my prayer and for accepting me. Amen. You know, that's the thing about God. He's always there. He will always forgive you. You know, people may not, but God knows our hearts. You know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the 2 people who just sent me $2. Thank you guys so much. God bless you so much. One person said, for all the haters watching from Noah Rio. Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him. Noah just sent me $2. He said, for all the haters watching. For all the haters watching. This is from Noah. Noah Rio. Thank you so much, man. God bless you. And then somebody else sent me $2 and said, Tamargo Ministries. $1 for each chin. Oh, man. Thank you, man. God bless you. That's fine with me. Thank you, the great Scott. Thank you so much. God bless you. I really appreciate super chat donations because they me get more money once a month when YouTube pays me all the money from YouTube. And so I'm very grateful for those. Thank you, Jason. He said, now dance. Okay, you know what? I will dance for you. I will dance for you. The super chat donations don't help me with my rent in 2 days because I only get that once a month. But they do help me on the 21st of April. I'll get that, so I really do appreciate it because it helps me get a bigger monthly thing. Okay, dance. This is a curvy ground. Maybe I can find a better way to set up the camera. I have to find a tree with a branch, you know, to put my phone up so you can see my body. Okay, maybe this one will work. God bless you, Justin. If you want to send me more dollars to dance, you can. My phone's at 20%. With those $4 in donations on Cash App, I'm trying to raise $102 now. $102. $102, guys. You can help me raise that by donating anything to my Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo in this poll below my chat. I also have my Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo in the description of this video and in the About section of my channel. Guys, Justin just said if somebody sends 50, he'll match 50. Please, please, guys, please, please. I need that, please. I'll dance for you. I know you guys don't really want to see me dance. I know you don't really want to see me dance, but come on, please. Please. He just said if somebody donates 50, that he'll match it. Now, he said he will match it. Please, guys. If somebody donates 50 and he matches it, I'll only need $2 more. I'll only need $2 more. There's a donation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's not 50, but somebody still might send $50. You don't know. Just hold on. Oh, wait. Sophia said, Justin, you put 50 and she'll match it. Somebody sent 50. Come on. But look, hey, thank you so much, Noah. Noah just sent me $10 and said it's for some healthy herbs. I swear on my life, I'm not going to spend it on that. I want to, but I really am using every single dollar I get right now for rent. I swear to you. At least $140. At least $140. Captain Awesome says he'll match the 50. So everybody's willing to match 50, but nobody's willing to send it, huh? How about that? We got 3 or 4 people saying they're willing to match 50. Nobody's willing to say. Yo, somebody said 50. All these people saying they're gonna match it. Maybe one of them actually will. No, I am not spending any money on healthy medicinal herbs right now. Usually, I do use some of my money for that, but right now, I need this money on the first. I haven't bought any in a week. I'm going without right now. You can see me yelling and getting angry. I'm not able to calm down, but I'm getting through it. No, morally incorrect. I do not do that or any other drugs. I do not do any drugs. I really need money for rent. But thanks to Noah, I only need $92 more. $92 more, and then I'll at least have enough for a week. Please help me out, guys, please. I only need $92 more thanks to Noah, because Noah just sent me $10. Thank you. I am not a drug addict, B. You're getting blocked now. Right now I'm tolerating a lot of bullying. A lot of people mean to me. I'm even not instantly blocking people for lying about me. Sometimes I'll just say, no, that's not true. But you're going to say something like that, I really do not appreciate that. But I just found out my mother went to jail for drugs. For math with an E. And now she's in a halfway house. You know, I pride myself on the fact that I haven't done any drugs at all. And now she's in a halfway house. You know, I pride myself on the fact that I haven't done any drugs at all. It's a year or two. You know, not even psychedelic. You know, I don't even mess with that stuff. Yes, I do use healthy medicinal herbs. That is not a drug, that's a medicine. I use healthy medicinal herbs. And I'm trying to stop drinking. I really haven't had the money to drink lately. So maybe I won't drink anymore.
I just drank yesterday, you dumbass.
Thank you so much, guys. Oh, let's go back and see all these people who said they would match it. Sweet loving in the chat, guys. She just sent me $50. I'm on my hands and knees. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm on my hands and knees. Thank you. Thank you so much. It really is so important to me right now. I really need this for rent. And that just gave me a lot of hope. With that $50, I only need $42 more. $42 more. So let me go back in the chat and see who said that they would match it. Justin Holman. Justin, are you gonna match it like you said? If you guys scroll back in the chat. Justin and Sophia both said that they would match it. So let's see if they actually do. My rent is $20 a night. Noah is not my roommate. It's $20 a night, but he told me he let me stay there because he was hoping I would have at least a couple $100 for a couple weeks on the first. I don't think I'm going to get that. But if I at least get $140, enough for 1 week, 7 days, by the first, then I think that would be enough for him to see that I'm contributing, you know, and not kick me out or anything because I'm not contributing enough. You know, because the thing is, he had this computer job that he was making $4,000 a month with. But now his computer job isn't giving him enough work. And he also goes to class. He also goes to school 5 days a week. And now he's trying to get his own job back because the computer work he has isn't enough. And he thinks once he gets that, it's going to be a lot easier. But right now, he's just struggling to pay the rent right now. And then somebody else from Rumors. Thank you. They sent me $1 on Cash App. And they said from one home. Not technically homeless right now. I have a place to live. Sweet loving. Sweet loving's $50 donation. Sweet loving in the chat. Sweet loving in the chat sent a $50 donation. Will anybody match it? If somebody matches it right now, then I'll have enough for at least a week of rent. Please. Jason, I am not a drug addict, but you are blocked. I am not a drug addict.
You're a chicken
and
shit.
you know what?
People, then you talk around.
You're gonna burn in hell unless
There
she
goes the
repent for
pineapple
that.
God.
What right do you have to call me a drug addict? No right. I do not do any drugs. And just because people call me that, because they don't like me, because I've been homeless and I've been begging on social media for a while, doesn't give you the right to just take that and re-spread that. Why? I do not do any drugs. Thanks to that dollar, also from Bum Rumors, and the $50 from Sweet Lovin', I only need 41 more dollars, guys. Only 41 more dollars. Only 41 more dollars. 4-1. Okay, so Manny says, who the F are you to tell people they will burn in hell? You're an effing joke. You don't believe in God, you POS. No, I believe in God with all my heart, 100%. It's just the religious tradition that I was raised in told me this over and over as a child, and I'm trying to move past that. But it's hard when people keep on triggering and bullying me. All right? I was told over and over as a child, the same thing I tell you people, you're gonna burn in fucking hell. If you don't repent, you don't change your ways. I was told this over and over as a child, growing up. And it's a trauma response. It's a trauma response. You people are putting me into a traumatic state by triggering me, by bullying me, by outlandishly lying about me. There's no way for me to show the 50. I only have this phone here. Sweet Lovin' sent me the 50. She has no reason to lie. She's right there in the comments. I honestly don't think anybody's gonna mention, but I wish someone would. That would be really awesome. That would be really nice. You know what? At least just send 41. If they matched it, that would be great. But you know, if they just sent $41, you know that's enough for me to have $140 total for rent. My goal is only $41. Let's see what my phone's at. My phone's at 12%. My phone is at 12% battery. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. Thank you all for joining my live stream today. One thing I want to tell you guys right now is that, you know, I just need $41 more for rent, but my plan beyond that, my plan beyond that is to get a credit card. I want to start working on my credit and increase my credit score. My credit score is like 300 or 200 something right now. It's very low. I can't get it. It's a really bad credit score. So without pre-approval, I can't do anything. You can't get a car, a new car or a house or anything. You know, you have to get credit approved. So eventually, once I get a job, I want to keep working on my credit by getting a steady job and getting a credit card. Maybe a Chase Bank credit card, Capital One Financial credit card, Bank of America credit card, Wells Fargo credit card, or a credit union. Credit union, I heard of those. And once I do that, thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. Somebody just sent me $10 on Cash App. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm not capping, I swear to God. Somebody just sent me $10 on Cash App. Thank you so much to the person who sent me $10 on Cash App. I'm only trying to raise $31 more, guys. Only $31 more. 31. I only need $31 more now. Please, guys, anything helps. My phone is at 11%, 10% now. I'm gonna have to charge it. If I don't get this $31 right now, by some miracle, then I'm gonna charge my phone. Might take a few hours, and I'm gonna try my best to force myself to get back on here to continue begging for this rent. I am doing everything in my power right now. Yeah, there's a good chance I'm gonna be back on here tomorrow. Yeah, there's a very good chance. Especially if I don't get this $140. But that doesn't change the fact that this is really important right now. It's really important for me to get at least this $140. You know, maybe if I get the $140, I'll try to raise more for Brett. He told me he wants me to get a couple $100 for a few weeks. But, you know, I haven't believed that that's even possible in this next 2 days. Because it's been so hard to get donations on YouTube. Lately, sometimes I'll come on here and I'll live stream for a few hours and get nothing. You know, so, and then other times I might get $25 or something. So it's real hard, you know, it's real hard. And, you know, I figured if I at least get $140 for at least 1 week by the 1st, that, you know, at least he won't kick me out. At least he'll know that I'm doing everything I can. And he'll see that I'm at least contributing something, because his rent is due on the 1st. And he really needs as much money as I can get to help him out with it. So the good thing is we have 5 days covered. Yeah, I'm afraid if I don't get 140 for at least a week, 100's not gonna cut it, you know. But if I come to him with 100, he's like, look, I think 140 might be at least something I can go to him with, you know. I just need $31. This is not manipulation, Rodney. This is straightforward, direct, blatant, honest, straightforward, me telling you what is going on in my life right now, exactly as it is, not leaving out any detail, telling you all about it, and asking for help. I just need $31 more, guys. Just $31 more. My phone's on 8%. 8%. My phone's on 8%. It's gonna die soon. My phone's gonna die soon. So I'm gonna have to charge it, and I'll be back on here in a few hours. You know, going live for a few hours again, as long as it takes. Hopefully, if I do that, if I charge my phone and come live again, hopefully I'll be able to get $31 in donations. Jennifer, you do not have to be here. It's literally like I know I'm a loser, Jennifer. I just hope you know that you're one too. Maybe even a bigger one than me. I just hope you understand that, because you're coming into a poor person begging for money's live stream just to say, Lord, go away. It's like and you don't have to be here. You're choosing to watch me, choosing to help me get ad revenue. You know, choosing to be a viewer, and you're like, oh, go away. You know, maybe people really are obsessed with me. It's like they can't look away. They could theoretically not watch my live stream, but they just can't not watch my live. They have to. It's a compulsory addiction at this point, it seems. You say I got my own life, unlike using people for drug money. I do not do any drugs, Jennifer. I do not do any drugs. And if you have your own life, then why are you in here telling me to go away from my live stream? If you have a life, why aren't you out there living it, Jennifer? Jeez Louise. Your life is stalking and harassing a poor guy who's been homeless, who's mostly homeless all of his life, who just now got a place and really needs money for rent. That's your life, Jennifer? Well, great life, wow. You're living your best life, huh? Bullying poor people online. Living my best life. Bullying poor people online. This is what Jennifer considers her best life. She actually has a life unlike me, and her life is bullying poor people online. You know what? Honestly, Jennifer, in my eyes, you're the bigger loser. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I'd rather be the poor loser begging than the fucking... I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm walking to where I live right now. So what I was saying though is, Jennifer, in my eyes, I don't care what anybody else thinks. You're the bigger loser because you're supposedly you have this life, but you're on a poor person's live stream, bullying them, lying about them, and telling them to go away. I mean, how much of a loser you can be? You could go on somebody else's live stream, a poor person asking for tell them to go away. And you don't have to be there. I am not poor by choice. Nobody is poor by choice. Unless you're one of those people who believe that we pick